Hello, and Monsters Abound here. Welcome back to Total War Warhammer 2 Mortal Empires and part 47 of my Malekith campaign. We're headed towards victory. I know I've probably said that multiple times now, but we are headed towards victory. We are doing pretty well, actually. Pretty well indeed. So we've managed to capture all of Ulthuan. Tick. We need to control... Oh, that's long campaign. I'm not going to do long campaign because God knows that'd be a nightmare. So we've managed to... Control all provinces of Ulthuan under direct control of vassals, blah blah blah. Tick. Construct one of each of the following buildings. Yep. Tick, tick. Maintain three of the following. Black Arcs, not yet, but soon. Destroy the following factions. Lothern and the Order of Lawmasters. Well, we're focusing on Lothern, and we should be able to fight. We should be able to wipe them out very soon. And we can need to control 8 settlements, and we currently control 5. And if we have a look at the map here, we can see. Let's just zoom in. There we go. So we control pretty much a large. I mean. Once we've taken Lustria, which I think should be fairly quick, I'm not entirely sure, but I think we should be fairly quick. We'll pretty much control half the entire map. Plus we control this little outcropping in Kislev over here. That's quite nice. We've got the Clan Molder and the Red Eye Goblins as allies. Oh, and we've also got the vampires over here as allies. Our allies are a little bit shit, but to be honest, that's just par for the course with me, I find. Omnombar, you stay there. Don't move. Well, why don't you spend some time in a forest? Off you go. There you go. There you go. Enjoy. Have a picnic. Be nice. So Omnombar is our slave income increasey person. We've got him just sat in Agrond. I wish there was a way you could just like select an agent maybe and just go, I don't care about this agent anymore, just leave him where he is, because I just want him to sit there and increase the income from slaves in that region, and that's it. I don't want to move him anymore. That's just where I want him. I could untick the notification for agents, but actually I find damn, I was worried you'd do that. I find that the notification is very, very useful. Hello? You want a military alliance? Sure. Sure, I'll go with that. I mean, I hope they realise I'm going to betray the old world factions very, very soon. So you've got my group of agents that I like to call the Goon Patrol, although maybe the Wacky Races would be the better, because a lot of them are on Cauldrons of Blood.
Tremble before the Witch King.
Rinky, you want a peace treaty and you're willing to pay us for it. You know what? For the moment, sure. I've got no problem with that. In fact, any factions, I mean, if the vampires want to expand, I'm happy with that. I don't care who controls Lustria, as long as it's not Lothern. They need to die. Okay, so we've got raiding in the Troll Fjord. Yes, that's right, that's us. Assault units. Oh my Jesus, how much damage did that do? God, well, we're going to have to...
Striking out.
That feathered bastard is a real pain in my ass. 16% chance. You know what, go for it. Holy... Good work. That... Ooh. Ooh. You know what? Suddenly, you're my favourite. The fave. Because you managed to assassinate that feather bastard, and therefore, on 16% chance, no doubt. Good work. Would you like have some glittering scales? I mean, that makes you actually maybe shiny isn't a good idea for an assassin, Have a charm shield. Have have the Crimson Death. Have a Pearl of Infinite Darkness. Have a nice crown and some stuff. Cause you did good, lad. No, not that. Have an Organ Merchant. Enjoy. Don't eat them all in one place or something. Hello, we've got.
Yes.
I could. This might be a bit ballsy. I don't know.
Druki! Such terrible concoctions.
Got a 67% chance of damaging the walls. Try. Give it a shot.
There's death.
Success. Good. Good. That's what I wanted. Okay, go with damaged walls. Right. Okay, this might be really, really ballsy, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to attack the city. Now, that does mean that Bokhyr is going to come in as reinforcements, but they're going to defend the city above all else, so they're not going to attack me, because if I fought them on an open battle, they would have a lot of units. They'd be able to flank me. They'd be able to get into my missile units. It would be a disaster. A city battle is a lot more controlled, so I think that's the better option.
Carnage and bloodshed await.
Indeed, Neth. Indeed. This battle is going to differ slightly from what actually happened. And the reason for that is, there's Kaelin dropping a pit of shades. The reason for that is because there was an update to Steel Faith Overhaul before I played, or I went through the replay of this battle. Now, if you don't know how replays in Total War work, it's not a video replay of the battle. Basically, the units on here are the same units that you control in a battle. The only difference is that they are computer controlled, and basically what happens is that all your orders that you were ordered to do during a battle are then replayed. So if you tell a unit to attack this unit at 1 minute 20 into the battle, that's what it'll do. Now theoretically that means that if you watch a replay, it should be the same as what happened in the battle. However, if you say, for example, increase Saurus Warriors' armour by 50, then the unit you tell to attack the Saurus Warriors might not be able to defeat it in the same amount of time. That then means the battle starts going a bit squiffy, because units start trying to do what they were told to do in the battle, but they don't exactly end up... The same things don't end up happening. So the battle started off fine, but what happened was that as time went on, things got a bit squiffy as things deviated from what had actually happened. And when that happens, units start trying to pull through other units because they've been told to attack another unit that is no longer there. Maybe it's the other side of the map because of whatever, and that just causes massive problems. So what I've had to do is replay this battle after the patch and then watch the replay afterwards. So what happens here might deviate slightly, but I've tried to play it in the same way that I did when I actually played the battle. So I'm attacking the city, and I'm attacking the city despite the fact that reinforcements are coming in. And the reason I'm doing that is because in a siege battle, things are nice and contained. So I know I can come through this breach here, and at that point I've got this little bottleneck here, I've got this little bottleneck there. They can't flank me, they can't get around. Now what that means is that I can then easily control the battle. Now I have much better units than they do, but they've got a lot more units than I do, which means in a field battle like this, they could flank me, they could get around, they could take out my artillery, my missile units. That would not do. So, in a siege battle, as you can see, these units are in a much more defensive posture. This is a bit kind of gaming the AI maybe, because obviously if they rushed me, they might have a chance. Maybe. I mean, they probably don't, to be honest. However, the one thing we do need to deal with is the missile units, because they've got a lot of the skink cohorts with javelins. Now, Lizardman missile units aren't actually that good. Well, they're not bad, but their range is limited. They've only got blowpipes, they've only got javelins, that kind of thing. Which means we are going to have to deal with them. Although they managed to dodge the most. Well, no, they didn't really. They managed to get. They got blasted by a lot of that. So the Black Dragon's hanging up around here. He's going to deal with any ranged units that come near. Kanan's going to do the same. So we should have a Pit of Shades being dropped here any minute. There we go. Boop. Nice stuff. So that's going to waste that skink cohort with javelins. It's also going to deal with that feral cold one unit. Now, in a protracted melee engagement, we should be able to pull through, because we've got Neth's army here. It's probably one of the, well, it is the most elite army in the Nagron military. We've got lots of units of Blackguard, some hard Ganith executioners. We've got Dark Shards with shields, Neth herself, and a Spellbra in a Blood Cauldron. So we're going to push through the breaches with some of these units. The units defending the walls here, not particularly. There's not a lot of them. They're not particularly elite. Just some Saurus warriors. The Croxagors here are going to not do very well against our Blackguard, because obviously they're good anti-large infantry. Well, they're good everything infantry really, but so we've got some cold ones charging in. More Croxagors. They are going to go. As you can see, the Croxagors dying very, very quickly. Saurus engaging the Blackguard coming through over here. They again dying very, very quickly. It's basically a dead set. In comes some more Croxagors. I love how the Croxagors look. I don't know whether. Oh, here comes the feral Stegodon. I don't know whether these are based on models. I remember the Croxagor models from when Elizabeth first came out. They didn't look anything like this. They were much more sort of leaner. These kind of crocodiles look amazing, and the kind of animations. It feels like there's so much weight behind those weapons. It feels so clumsy, so brutal. It's just it's so good. So we're pushing through there. They've got more units moving up to reinforce to try and push us back out of the city. Lots of Croxagors, Saurus, and Skinks now moving up, but that was a big bunch of units there that just got absolutely incinerated, and then in comes a Pit of Shades to finish them off. The reinforcements died very, very, very quickly. Now we have control of the walls. We can move our units up. This Blackguard now moving up to block this little choke point. That means our crossbows can now move into the city. The rest of our infantry is moving in as well. Some out of control cold ones charging in, knocking those poor Harganeth executioners flying. But they're going to chase them off fairly quickly. A few Croxagors also making their way out. A large pile of corpses there where the Dragon Breath and the Pit of Shades hit. Just a few units being just dealt with there. We've got some more Saurus with spears moving up. Some Croxagor backing them up as well. Some feral cold ones. Croxagor come charging in. They're not going to do very well against those Blackguard. It's like, is there a skink priest? A slam mage priest throwing something at us. Blackguard's going to make short work of those Croxagor. Got a... Is that a Scar Veteran? Yeah, Scar Veteran. Another Scar Veteran? Yeah, two Scar Veterans. Saurus have been reinforced and now charging in. It's a fairly brutal melee here. The Spellbra and the Blood Cauldron behind. Our Colbon Dread Knights moving up to engage some Croxagors. In we come. Oof. There's some real weight behind that charge. We do have some Saurus warriors moving up to assist as well. So our Hardganeth executioners are going to go and support our Dread Knights. Crossbows now in position. We can open fire. Slam Mage Priest hovering over his minions. Couple of Stegidons there just barreling through our lines. In comes the Black Dragon to deal with the Slam Mage Priest. Neth's there as well, she's helping out. Unfortunately, the Slam Mage Priest minions are now breaking and running. Off they go. They did not last very long. So there may be more lizard men, but we are far more elite. Neth's army, the best. Quite why that is, I don't know. I don't think even Malekith really knows why Neth got all the best units. So I think my headcanon is that he decided to leave for Kislev, go on a little holiday, and he left Neth the Empire credit card, and she just used it. Just went crazy. Malekith knows nothing about this. He doesn't know she's got all these Black Guard. Charge up, just finish off all these units. There we go, chasing them down. Dread Knights and Hardganeth Executioners broken the Saurus Warriors. They're all done. They're all dealt with. So now we've just got some units left in the city centre. So we've got a few more units of Saurus, some Pterodon Riders. There's still a unit of Saurus with shields moving up. And the Slam Mage Priest has rallied, but I don't think he's going to rally for very long. He looks a bit peaky. Yeah, I think he's broken again. No, he's fine. Being protected by the unit of Saurus Warriors and a unit of rallying Saurus Warriors. Oof. Take a wind blast there. That wasn't very nice. And we're just going to finish off this unit of Saurus. Unit of Saurus moving back here, but the crossbows targeting them down before they can even reach us. There they go, they're broken and running. Off they go.
Cold blood.
Wherever next.
Saurus Scar Veteran being chased down.
Moving.
Slam Mage Priest has escaped with 62 health. And now we're moving up into position, ready to take the city centre.
It will be.
So we're going to take up position in this sort of area here, and then push on. Our Dread Knights moving in to take the other road into the city centre, because they're slightly faster so they can get there slightly quicker. Don't think there's any problem there. Dragon Breath going to melt that skink cohort. They're off. Got one Dread Knight just chasing down some lizard scum. Making the final push on the city centre. There's a Spellbra and Neth there as yet, backing them up. Units have taken a little bit of damage, but considering the carnage they've actually caused, I mean, you can just see the huge pile of Lizardmen corpses. They have done horrendous work.
Die, Lizardman! Die, weakling!
Last few defenders being cut down. Black Dragon chasing the Pterodon Riders away. They didn't even want to stick. They didn't even try to stop him. As soon as they saw him, they were off. Red Knights charging in. They're going to wipe out the last of those Saurus with spears. They're dead. The last unit of Saurus even breaks even before the enemy reaches them. Dragon come down, finish them off. They've got to get through the Dread Knights if they want to get away. I think the cold ones are going to eat well tonight.
Moving.
Die, Lustrians!
I think that went pretty well. We managed to wipe out most of Fokkur's force, and also took out the garrison. So that was pretty. I think that was the right decision. We only lost 35 as well. Mind you, our army is pretty friggin' elite. Neth does have probably the most elite army in the entire Dark Elf Empire. I think I'm going to loot. Is this a capital or not? I forgot to check.
Feast on your spoils.
I'm going to loot and occupy because, yes, we get the conquest penalty, but it's going to give us a replenishment. We're going to capture the city, and that's really what I want. I'm not worried too much about money. It's more about capturing the city and getting the replenishment. So there we go. Yes, it is the capital, province capital, so that's probably the right decision to then capture that. Let's get a torture post. Bokkur's forces is looking a little bit beaten up. They might go for Talanxla. Well, if they do, I can easily wipe them out, so no problem. Let's give Neth Night Lord, or what level? She's 18. Let's go for Cold One. Then we can go Dark Pegasus and Black Dragon. So good work there. Kakalkin's having to fall back because he took a beating from that assault garrison. That was mean. That was very mean. Let's grab the remnants of battle over here. Your followers have come across 2 shipwrecks. Battle at sea pleases not just the gods of war, but the gods of the sea as well. Salvage from such a vicious battle is possible, but the sea gods demand their tribute, so only a quarter of the cargo should be taken. Arabian arms or fell cargo. Pickled eggs, that's horrible. Let's go for fell cargo. So we've got a giant blade and a trunk of maps. Very, very nice. Good. Alright, so we've got Satilla. Satilla, you can have. In fact, where are you? Oh, you're in the army. You are in the army. Okay, well in that case, why don't you have tenacity? Because I do tend to try and get my death hags killed for some reason. Right, let's. Oh, we're gonna get. No, of course we'll take corruption damage, won't we? Can we land here? Yes. Okay, what we're going to do is head into this little alcove here, just next to Mousillon. Let's bring those guys up as well. What's the corruption level like? It's really yeah, but all provinces that are under vampire control have the vampiric corruption. Okay, so the Wacky Race's crew are going to continue to fail. And fail again. I don't even know why I bother. You lot are friggin' useless.
Where there's smoke, there's death.
Is there?
Weigh anchor.
Are you sure? Can you just there's too many people. We're all trying to it's bloody D-Day here. Everyone's trying to get off the coast and it's not working very well. There we go. I think everyone is now. Yeah, everyone is now off the coast, onto the beach. There we go, off the sea. There we go. Right, MacTig, you can have assassinate just to be on the safe side. So we're going to land at Mousillon. We're going to capture Mousillon and then use that. And what I might do, I'm thinking here, is my relations with the Empire are quickly dropping. They're going to deteriorate to -88, which is pretty low. So we might end up at war with them. The dwarves already hate my guts. Yeah, they love the High Elves for some reason. Not entirely sure why, but they do love the High Elves. At least Bretonia's still on my side. kind of, for the moment. So what I might do... In fact, you know, the only people that are actually on my side seem to be the Wood Elves. Yeah, they don't care for the High Elves, so there's that. But what I would like to do is get Malekith to win the campaign by taking the Oak of Ages. So that does mean getting Malekith all the way from up here down to the Oak of Ages in time to win the campaign. Now, the invasion of Lustre is going pretty well. I think it will speed up once Morathi arrives. Down she comes. There we go. Felicion, you're there, and we wanted to recruit some more units for you, didn't we? Yes, we did. And I wanted to kind of give you some more shades. So, I think what I'm going to do is give you one more Black Guard. Then I'm going to get rid of these shades. I know, controversial, yes. Do I give you... I got 14. And then I'll give you 5 units of shades. Or 4 units of shades and a Death Hag, I think, actually.
The weak scream for mercy.
Weapon Master, yep, that one.
Spells.
Good to hear. Death Dance, Wild-Eyed, Impassioned, that's good. In you go. Boop. Okay, good. Well, I'm sure it'll help that they know you're watching them. Temple of Kara, let's upgrade that. We're doing stuff there. We can actually get Harpies if we want. Do I want Harpies? Do I actually care that much? I'm going to say no. I'm going to get rid of that. Could we... Here's a thought. Sentinels of Zeti. Yeah, you want a peace treaty, and you know what? At the moment, I'm okay with that. Give me a trade agreement as well. Dark power has hollowed your minds, but we accept. Thanks. Okay, they should bugger off back south, and that works for me. It means I don't have to worry about them anymore, at least not for the moment. I just had to concentrate on Lothern. Now, Malekith, I want to get to the Oak of Ages, and I also want to capture Corone and Altdorf. Potentially. I think that's the best option. So, can I...
You are a guest in my realm. You will act like it, or I will strike you down where you stand.
Alright, chill, Poirot. Jesus. Angsty, isn't he? Never mind. Yeah, so we're probably going to end up at war with Bretonnia. I think... How do the... Right.
Come,
who do you like? You like the Empire. How do you feel about Bretonnia? You don't like Bretonnia. So, potentially what I could do is attack Bretonnia. That will draw the Dwarves and the Empire into war with me. Which is, you know, well, it's probably going to happen sooner or later. At that point, I can bring Malekith down. Malekith will then cut his way through the Empire. Helenor and Hulalian are probably going to then have to defend Kislev, or what I've taken of Kislev, against reprisals. But I think that should be okay, unless maybe I just ditch Kislev. But no, I need Kislev, don't I? Maybe Hulalian can just sit in Kislev and defend it. We can lose everything else. Kislev must stand. Yeah, I like that. Okay, so Hulalian is actually going to come... Hulalian can... Yeah, if we can... Okay, this is the plan. This is the plan. This is the cunning, sneaky plan. Top secret. Only high-ranking Nagarond officials must know of this. Loose lips sink black arcs, people. So, okay, Malekith. Right, so who? Right, Rakal and Moransti are going to take Mousillon. Once we've got a beachhead, they're going to then look at capturing the rest of the Bretonian settlements. Once we start the war with Bretonia, Empire and the Dwarves will, of course, join against us. That's fine. The Wood Elves shouldn't, though. The Wood Elves should friggin' ignore us. They shouldn't care. Fingers crossed. Then, Malekith is going to start his campaign southwards. He's going to go through the north of the Empire and link up with Hulalian at Altdorf as Hulelian kind of sails down the Reich, lands at Altdorf. Then we can take Altdorf there. Then Moransti and Rakal are going to come down here, defend sort of the Reichland against any dwarf aggression. Malekith is then going to come down here to the Oak of Ages, capture it. By that point, we should have Lustria. Job done. Boom. There we go. That's the plan. Whew. It's a masterstroke.
Dreadlord, awaiting command.
Good. Right. Lovely. Right. Hulelian. In that case, you are no longer required up there. You need to come down. Well, do we? I mean, I could grab. I could. You know what?
Dread Commander, pick them apart.
Come up here. We'll capture Bjornling Gathering. We'll head into Ice Drake Fjord. They'll land in the north of the Empire.
Dark
Malekith, you're no longer interested with that. You're going to come down here.
Dreadlord.
And Eleanor, you're going to live in Kislev. The defences at Kislev must not fall. So, let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. No, let's get rid of that. That's fine. I want to get walls here. It must be epic defences. Lots of defences. That's what we need. Okay. Anyone else? Tressa, can you? Are you actually on the land or?
A foolish suggestion.
Shut up.
Watch closely.
Oh, you actually managed to succeed. Good.
I am imbued with fury.
All right. You just managed to knock some walls down. Just calm your tits, Jesus. Right, Zoram, you need to come down here. Rinmaud. Assault those guys. Yet you failed. Of course you did. On Nombar, you're just staying there. Done. Muriel, I should have moved you southwards. That's okay. Oh, Midland and the Empire are confederated. Ah, that's fine. That's fine.
The Witch King of Nagarond will hear your words.
He will, you know. A non-aggression pact with Vlad. You know what, Vlad? Yeah. 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 In fact, we might be able to get Manfred and Vlad on side. I say you bugger off back to your own territory. Leave me alone. The Skaven are getting stronger. That does mean they can start attacks on the Norskans to keep them at bay. Maybe. I know Selvis has been wounded. Well, I guess Ice Drake Fjord is no longer a available to launch from. Muriel's been wounded. So Selveth. But who is this? He's a level 40 White King. Oh, okay. Can we assassinate him? 64% chance. Failure. Nope. Did you wound him? 11%. Yeah, you give it a shot. Nope, you failed as well. Of course you did.
Hag of Cade! Where there's smoke, there's death. 'Tis time. The flames they dance. Noble blood.
Right, can we lay
I
siege?
shall destroy.
Yes,
Let
we
them know
can.
death's touch.
Oh, they look different. I think they look different. Could be wrong. Okay,
Retreat.
let's continue the
Fury.
siege.
Lord of the Black.
We want Rakal.
Sail, damn you.
Just Rakal. Just cut
Anchors
here.
away.
There we go. That's better. Okay, that's fine.
I admire your darkness.
Thank you. That's fine. Dread
Such
expansion.
slaughter
There we
awaits.
go. And that means Mousillon
Chaos.
should now be attackable. You know what? It's Mousillon. Let's fight this one. We've got Overhaul Luindad as a vampire in command. A fairly reasonable garrison.
Withdraw.
And not much in the way of walls for them.
For Nagaroth.
Ah, fair Breton. Well, Mousillon. Mousillon really is what it's called. I keep calling it Mousillon. It's Mousillon.
Onwards.
Now again, this is a battle that I have fought before, but the replay went a bit squiffy, so I've had to fight it again. But things are pretty similar. I'd say the only change is that we've got a vampire in the city over here, and Rakal shot her face off, shot her head off, which was, I laughed my arse off when he just got a last shot and he shot, it hit her face, her head came off and rolled away. I cried laughing. Of course, head removal, a weakness of vampire, well, a weakness of everyone really. Not many people can survive having your head taken off. Burning head going off there. It's going to do a little bit of damage to those Black Knights, but it did quite a lot of damage to these. I think they were Zombles. Yeah, they were Zombles. Got a lot of damage to the Zombles. So, Moransti is in the city, backed up by Galadriel. And Rakal's moving up as well, her other half. I mean, this is going to be a fairly simple battle. But what I do like, I'm just going to pause it here because this is nice. This is part of the Reskin mod. If you have a look in the video description, that'll be the Reskin mod in there. And as you can see, the Graveguard have been sort of given a Bretonian flair. Okay, they got that nice little like flat hats and stuff. They look slightly more Bretonian, which I really like. That's a really nice change. I don't think the skeletons have changed, but these Graveguard over here, yeah, they certainly have. They certainly look more sort of Bretonian. They've got sort of like slightly different double-handed swords, I think. And again, they've got that sort of like the helmets, which looks really nice. I think the Black Knights are the same. Oh no, they are changed as well. That's nice. I like that. It's just it's a little change, but it just gives Mousillon a little bit more sort of their own colour, not the same as the vampire counts. So we're going to get a very nice burning head here. It scours straight through the skeleton spearman, straight through the Graveguard, and then bounces off the wall, ricochets, and goes back again. Brilliant. The enemy gate's been knocked down by the Hydra. Not that we really need another sort of entrance, but that's fine. We're going to send our Blackguard. They're going to come charging through. Here they come.
Following orders. To destruction.
Oof. Black Knight's getting a little bit of charge off. We should be fine. Neth and Moransti having a little bit of an argument in the air there, no doubt.
Blood will flow.
The Vampire of Death is down here. Looks like she's seen Hellsfur. It's like, no, bitch fight.
Die, weakling.
Unfortunately, it looks like the crossbows are getting in on this one as well.
For the convent.
Bleed them.
Oh, that was... I love the little squeak that the vampires give us, like that.
Yes. Pushing forward.
It doesn't feel very heroic, but it is quite entertaining when it's an enemy vampire. So Neth and Moransti and Rakal. Oh, don't get those names mixed up, bloody hell. Going to come charging down straight into this unit of zombies. Again, the zombies have got sort of like a Bretonnian peasant thing going on. Really cool. I'm not sure if it's all zombies or just the Mousillon ones, but there we go. So Rakal and Moransti, they've decided to come down, let out some of their aggression. You know what? They do work quite well as a team, even if they do squabble all the time. Crypt ghouls come charging in and get instantly vaporized. Moransti and Rakal fighting back to back. That's nice to see. And racking up the kills. Got some more Crypt ghouls coming in. I'm not sure what they think is going to happen. I mean, they saw the last unit of Crypt ghouls get completely annihilated, and but they think they can have a go as well. Well, I mean, yeah, fair play to them. Then comes some Black Knights as well. They're piling on. So Galadriel has decided that, you know what? Looks like Moransti can use some help. So they've got Flaming Sword of Ruin buffed on them. That's going to increase their weapon damage, 752. That's almost as much as Grimgore. And just to help out a little bit more, have some fire. Yep, and with that, the last of the undead at the gate collapse and die. There's just a few units left in the city. Moransti and Rakal believe that they can finish this off. So we've got a few units of bats over here and a unit of crypt horrors. I don't think the bats are going to do an awful lot, so we're going to use a Wrath of Kurnos on them. Try and breathe some fire on them. We catch a few, not very many though. But each time they attack, they kill a whole bunch of bats. The bats not really going to win this engagement, are they? You can see they all collapse there. There we go, the last of the bats dead. Crumble into oblivion.
Moving forward. Pushing forward.
Unit of crypt horrors, all that's left to defend the city. I like to think all the time this is happening, they're just constantly sniping at each other. Those crypt horrors, yeah, they don't really stand a chance of their unit losing decisively, disintegrating from army losses. Yeah, there we go. They crumble and die. The city is now under our control. Now we've got a foothold in the old world. That was a tad one-sided. Well, indeed, Moransti, indeed. So we are just going to occupy Mousillon. Moransti's got a sapper, he's got an organ, Galadriel's got an organ merchant, and he wanted to raise or sack Mousillon, but we wanted to capture it because it's our new base of operations. A small one, but that's fine. That's fine. We are now going to plan our attack on the rest of Bretonnia.
black-hearted dreadlord.
Lionessi is the first.
Protector of the realm.
It's our first target. So let's move Rakal over there. Moransti can't move. She's got a little bit of replenishment to do anyway. Hellspur has got a skill point. Let's put her on a Pegasus because Pegasus is our just Brill. Yes, thank you. Alright, Moransti's got a skill point as well. What level is she? She is level 26. Rakal is level 23. Oh, she's going to rub that in his face. Okay. To be honest, I would like some better units for these guys, but for the moment we're just gonna take what we've got. I mean, against Bretonnians, it might be good to have some spears, maybe. Okay, well, let's take the Cascading Fire Cloak for a Caladriel. And the Wacky Races, we're going to put more wall damaging. No, you're not. Oh, other side skill point, Mitra. Are you... You're not in an army. Okay, in that case, you... Well, it's not really... Not really much I want to give you. Go for Wild-Eyed, I guess. And Espelbra, you are in an army, aren't you? Yes, you are. You almost died. Get further.
The people grow restless.
Get a Slave Gate, because eventually these guys are going to go to war with us again. And the first settlement they come to will be this one, or Talanzal, or Spectazuma. And we've got the Admiral there. Let's set up a... Actually, are you in range? Yes, you are. Let's do that. That's going to help your replenishment. Can we go Stance Channeling? That will help even more. That should get you back in action fairly soon. No Crucif. You can't do anything there. You can assault the garrison though. Go for that. Failure.
A fool's errand.
And Rinmaud, can you kill this person? No, I said can you kill this person? 40% chance. No, you can't. You are an abject failure.
Mixing spells.
Mitra, you can head in this direction. And Marathi is almost ready to put into play. I think she's going to come and help Kakaukin, because I think it looks like... Yeah, Tyrion's popped back up there. I haven't seen Tech... Oh, there's Tekalis. I was going to say I hadn't seen him, but of course he is there, isn't he? So Tyrion and Tekalis are over there. We're going to have to head down to defeat them with Moransti and Kakaukin once he's got over the fact he was assaulted. Oh, rubbish. Unfortunately, we are running out of time, so I'm going to have to leave it there. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.